now, and I can't seem to get the Facebook page to load. So I went over to the Fat Burger, got a large burger, enjoyed it, grilled onions, curly fries, the best. Everybody loves the curly fries. Am I wrong? Am I right? I think you're supposed to ask, am I right? Not am I wrong. That's not how you do it. All right, here we go. Now I can see everyone. Dave, welcome aboard. Keith, greetings to you in Florida. Rachel, hit you with some motivation this Monday. Well, I've got a couple of notes written down. Rich to Chooch, Biden just got over 270 votes. Hooray. We thought that was going to happen. Hey, Jake, new week, new possibilities. Andrew, you got that right. Don, konnichiwa. Going with the Japanese. Domo arigato, gazumaste. Monday fun day, Ed. Yep. Mary Vincent, Fat Burger. Yeah, it was good. Brad, hello. Welcome aboard. Mary Vincent, cup of cheese with those fries. Yeah, they didn't have a cup of cheese. They don't have tater tots. Sadly, I do like a nice tot. And does anyone ever get a skinny burger? I don't know about that. So I can tell you today that I've written in the little orange book some notes. Is that how sentences work in America nowadays? Maybe they do. So looking here, the live video has ended. What the hell does that mean? I'm assuming you guys can still see the live video. It's saying on Facebook that it's ended. But the ticker clocky counter thing is still counting the ticker clock. Oh, Cindy, you're interrupting your umpteenth time of watching Dirty Dancing. Well, he'll be there. Dirty Dancing. Are you also a Roadhouse fan? Because I feel like those two go together. That's an LA BJJ. Geese surfs up. Who wants to wrestle? Yeah, well, no, it's just a Japanese kimono. Rich, I'm glad you can still see me. That's what I was really trying to get out there. So, why are you depressed? I think I can smell you. You may be able to smell me, Dave. Why am I depressed? I was Googling that today. Just not that I am. Oh, I forgot to turn on this other light. Yeah, this makes it all that much better, doesn't it? That's a little too bright. But I do like a little fill light from that side. Why am I depressed? I Googled that because that's the thing that people ask you when you're depressed. So it's Motivational Monday. And what's happening during the coronavirus pandemic is people are depressed for one reason or another or no reason. That is the weird part of the depression, where you go, because if you tell people I'm feeling a little depressed, they always ask why. And it's great if you can point your finger to something that you're depressed about, like your dog died, or you find out you've got cancer, or you got fired from your job. Those are things that make you depressed. Things that make you depressed. Happy Monday, everybody. But sometimes you're depressed and you just don't know. Coronavirus, I mean, obviously you can just go pandemic. I've got the pandemic depression. And not that I felt super depressed today, but I feel I have these off and on sluggish days. And so if you're really depressed, you don't know what's making you depressed. But what would make you happy? Well, jiu-jitsu would make me happy, riding a bike, going for a sea-dip. I went for a massive 20-miler yesterday, for me massive. And went in the ocean today. It was so windy today that was a really insane day to go swimming in the ocean. Insane in the sense that the lifeguards go, is that guy committing suicide? No, he's got fins. He's got flippers, so he's probably not killing himself. Anyway, I don't know exactly what's got me down, except for the COVID and the idea that when are we going to get to do the things that we used to do? And or do we even want to do the things that we used to do? That's a question that I'm asking myself nowadays. But I was going through I had a printout of one of my motivational things in my phone, one of the files in there. Drink more coffee, Dave is saying. Yeah, that's a good one. Roadhouse, not even the same Patrick Swayze, but you'll watch him in anything. Yeah, Cindy, I think Patrick Swayze's great. Anyway, Ed just ordered a dog toy for your son's dog that chews everything. One of the reviews said, after a full day, my dog actually got tired of trying to destroy it. And now he just protects guards it the way a cheating spouse protects and guards their cell phone. Wow. Yeah, that sounds good. I'll look forward to hearing how that all turns out. So anyway, from my motivational file on my phone. You can't control the outcome. All you can control is your effort. You can't control the outcome. All you can control is your effort. Do what you can do. Or as Tony Horton likes to say, founder of P90X, and I'm a fan of Tony Horton and highly recommend P90X, do your best and forget the rest. That's what Tony says. Do your best and forget the rest. And so on Motivational Monday, that's what I got for you. You can't control the outcome. You can only control your effort. Do your best and forget the rest. And by do your best, I don't mean some kind of like you've got to constantly try and do better than you've ever done before. You can't, every day is not going to be your personal record best of all time. Just do the best you can do for today. Just if that's the best you can do for today, then just do that. And then forget about the rest. Oh, there's my friend Michael. Hello, Michael.
Hey, Jake.
You taking your bike home?
What are you doing?
I'm doing the show right now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, tell everybody I said hi.
I will.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my friend Michael saying hello. He's one of my New Orleans friends. Here's what he looks like.
Hey, y'all. Happy Hanukkah. Woohoo! I'll see you soon.
Okay, see you later. His daughter, my daughter's godmother, is staying with us in the guest house, and and so he's over here visiting his daughter. Fun fact. Oh boy, you've got a few things on. Oh god, here we go. Going to your favorite spot for a burger. I am so happy for you, Andrew. Please enjoy it. And they have great tots. Please enjoy a tot for me. And take a picture. Put it in the chat tomorrow. Hello to Iowa Robinson. Went for a 3-mile walk today. 21 degrees, 11 wind chill. Invigorating. Man, you did your best today. Want a gummies help. Cut the 10 milligram squares in half. Not enough to get you ripped in CBD to boot. Yeah, I've got some gummies, Scott. Thank you. And I love that you're recommending a dosage, and that is, I think that's the right dosage for me too. 5 milligrams. I'm a real lightweight when it comes to eating the THC. We're now on the offensive against this virus, Darren. I see you've upgraded your what do you call it? That emoji thing for your thing. Understandably, there's doubt, skepticism, and concern. In my opinion, Darren says, the right people have done the right things. The right people are on board, and it's the right time. I believe this vaccine will save countless lives. I do too, Darren. Jake do, and allow us to begin to heal as a nation. Yes, patience is the key. It'll take 3, 4, or 6 months to complete this huge task. Yeah, we got to be patient. We got to be patient, and I think we're going to get the outcome that we want on this. But let's all remember, we can't control the outcome. All we can control is our effort. Wear your mask, get your vaccine, and do your best. Jen says, fun fact, I have an illness called major depressive disorder that I've been battling all my life, every day. God, can't make it through that. If you can make it through that, I can make it through this. Yes, I know I can make it through this. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. That's very supportive, and I really appreciate you sharing your personal challenges and well wishes like that. Thank you. Yes, I'm not questioning whether or not I'm going to make it. I do feel like I am going to make it, and I hope that everybody out there who's struggling feels like they're going to make it. And the reason that I brought this up is that just from time to time, it's not that I feel like I don't make it, although maybe I do. Maybe I do sometimes feel like I'm just, I don't know if I can do it today. But time's going to take care of that. You just hunker down and do your best. It's going to be tomorrow before you know it, and hopefully you're going to have a little bit more in your tank. Cindy's saying I go into a seasonal depression because I hate winter, but it's not clinical diagnosis. Yeah, well, I think depression is one of those things where if you're really struggling, a clinical diagnosis can help, but sometimes just being able to say I'm depressed is enough. Jen, I don't know if Tony Horton sells steaks, but that's a different Tony Horton than the one that I'm talking about. Bought some catnip for your cats for Christmas today, Dave says. The review said that people found dangerous stems and splinters in them. What the hell? Of course, it's a plant. It's a dried out plant. Holy crap. Yeah, Michael sighting. Yes, you're right, Rachel. Very cool. I'm glad you're enjoying this beard. I hope you're enjoying my beard. I don't think Michael had a beard. Oh, Saturday, hit a pole riding your bike at 30 miles an hour. Dana, you're an animal. If that was a pedal bike, you really got to work hard to get up that kind of speed to hit a pole like that. On ya, mate. Yeah, by the time we get back, it may be called Jazz Festaroo. Yes, Jen, I know it was a message of support. All right, here. Where am I at here? Question is, has your friend been to Jazz Fest? That's my Jazz Fest friend. Of course, he's been to. That's the guy I go with every year. His daughter is my daughter's godmother. Okay. Jen, you're saying you're always in a state of personal challenge. Yeah, feels that way. Feels that way to me too sometimes. If I need to talk, call you. If anybody needs to talk, call you. That's very nice. I'm hoping that Belinda's going to come out, Lady Jerry, because we've got a box here from Rachel that. Yeah, we're not going to have Jacopalooza without me, Andrew. Don't worry about that. I'm going to be here for Jake Fest. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I'm still in here. So I've got the box from Rachel. Once again, the Johansson family. She sent us a box of delights. It's written fragile on the outside. I thought Lady Jerry was going to come out, but we're halfway into this half hour, and I think it's time. It's a Christmas box, and these are the Christmas papers that we use to do the Christmas semaphore. I hope you're not into the gummies, Scott, because this may be a bit disorienting. All right, that was fun. I'm going to save those for tomorrow. Holy moly. Yeah, you forgot about that, didn't you? So, Belinda, there's a gift here for Belinda. There is a gift here for Fanula. Oh, man. There's a gift here for Jake and Belinda, and there looks like there is another gift for Jake and Belinda. So I thought I could open the big box and I would know what was inside, but I don't feel like it's appropriate to open Christmas wrapped presents until Christmas. So we'll save those to a little closer to Christmas. Thank you, Rachel. That is very generous of you, as always. So we're very excited about that. Jen says, one time I had a car and a bike going really fast, and I face planted on the hood, which had recently been painted. My brother just laughed. Joke was on him. It was his bike. Let me tell you a story about a bicycle accident. My friend Eileen Braun, who I haven't seen for a long time, but she reported in one day on the show. She said, hello, Eileen Braun. She worked on the production for the 2 Drink Minimum show that I did for Comedy Central. And Eileen had a terrible bicycle accident when she was, I think it was in her 20s. And she was riding her bike in Manhattan, and somebody opened a car door. She went right through the car door. A complete mess, and it was a bummer because she wasn't able to attend the WrestleMania that evening. And she showed me that in that accident, she had a terrible accident where she lost 3 of her front teeth, and so she had to wear this temporary platelet. She was just the most fun person to be around, and we got along great. And we had this funny experience with I told her about an ingrown toenail, and she had a freaky toenail, and so then we showed each other our toenails, and her toenail was quite a bit freakier than mine, and so she was a bit mad at me that I made such a big deal out of mine. Although, people, let me just say, my toenail, it's a thing that you notice when you see it. But Eileen, for my birthday, one year sent me, because she had gotten another one of these, one of the best birthday gifts I've ever gotten, just because we were just opening some gifts and I just was thinking about it, and we were talking about bicycle accidents. Eileen had a bicycle accident where she went through this passenger window, broke out her teeth, and for my birthday one year, she sent me, made into a keychain, these are her 3 front teeth, and it says on the side, "Happy birthday, Jake," and there's a little balloon drawn on there, and it says, "Love, Eileen." And I doubt that she thought that I would have saved it for these 25 years, but Eileen, if you get a chance to see this, this continues to make me happy, and thank you again. So there's a good story. What do we got here? Darren, this has been a trying to... Oh, and the person who had that happen to her was one of the happiest, most pleasant people, fun to be around. I could easily, I think, sit down and have a beer and a dinner with her, even though I haven't seen her for 25 years, and enjoy the night. So we can all suffer setbacks and still remain our awesome selves. Darren, this has been a trying time. It's normal to have a severe case of the Mondays, even when it's not Monday. It's actually expected. I miss the spontaneity of life. I'm not a social butterfly, but I miss the house packed on the holidays and crowded restaurants. Sadness, anger, and emptiness is quite normal. Hang in there, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Darren. Thank you for typing that and letting me read it. And it's not just us here. There's people watching on Facebook and Periscope, and I post the audio of this on my podcast feed, which is called the Jake This podcast. So if there's some of you who are listening or watching one place and would like to watch somewhere else, if you're listening there and you want to know who's he talking to, come to the Facebook feed. We'd love to have you. Jen wants lots of presents too. Rachel, oh boy. Karate Sensei got doored downtown and flew over the door onto the car's hood. No worries. Oh God, but the head tube just came off the bike while he was riding. Oh, 6 months later, ouch. Wow, Dave, your buddy lost a big toe in a bike chain. Oh, that's that while riding on his buddy's pegs. That's dangerous. They always tell you don't ride on the pegs. Where am I at? Wow. Yes, Andrew, that was a one-of-a-kind birthday surprise. You're absolutely right about that. Rich, you had a 12-pack of the Mondays. Be careful there, because if you have a 12-pack of the Mondays, chances are you're going to get a Tuesday in there too. Note to all the listeners, before sending anything to the landfill, send it to Jake for his review first. Might be a keeper. Yeah. Don't send me actual trash, but anything that that you think might fit in with what I've got going here is fine, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't even say that. Oh my God, Lady Jerry does not need more junk in my office. More junk in her trunk. All right, so what do we got? Let's have a question from the box of questions. I'm not trying to prove anything today. I'm just trying to be here. One for my swim. That was proof enough. What's the scariest movie of all time? All right, this is a good one. Everybody wants to jump in here. Bobby Logan says, I want the Joey Gaynor autobiography. I'm not sure I know who Joey Gaynor is, but I'm going to look that up, Bobby, and I'll have something to say about it tomorrow. How about that? Let me write this down so I don't forget, because God forbid I have to go back through the comments after the show. Joey Gaynor biography. I'm looking at a I'm reading a Mike Nichols, not a biography, but it's a series of essays about Mike Nichols, or a kind of a mishmash of interviews about Mike Nichols right now. So I'm into some biographies every once in a while. Oh, Dana, yeah, it was a pedal bike and you hit a pothole, not a pole, and you went to the hospital. Gosh, well, I hope you're okay. Yeah. Oh, Keith, you said you worked in ER, saw some bike crashes you never forget. Yeah, I bet. Event Horizon, pretty scary movie. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that. Yeah, where is the lady, Andrew? Well, she's up in her bed. She's in our bed. Her bed, our bed. We have the same bed. That's how it's going. Bambi, scariest movie. Rick, I think you're joking, but you may not be joking, because Bambi is a super scary movie if you've got a mom. The mom dies at the beginning. Shining is very scary. Shining is still pretty spooky to me. Alien was a really good scary movie, kind of give you a start. Scariest movie of all time, Rachel, A Clockwork Orange. Wow, 2 Kubrick movies are being suggested in here, right? I slept with the lights on for a week after watching that. Second place, the original Poltergeist. Also slept with the lights on after that one. I'll tell you what, when I was in high school, we went to, a group of friends, as with today's young people, we traveled in a pack, my high school pack, and so there must have been 12, 13 of us went downtown for if it wasn't a matinee, it was the earliest show, like the 4:30, 5 o'clock show. And it was the Amityville Horror. And they weren't even, some movies have the credits at the beginning, like something will happen, something else will happen, directed by, something happens, the Amityville Horror, something else happens, cinematography by. So we're not even through all the opening titles. And the Amityville Horror was so scary that I was like, I'll see you jerks after this. I walked out. I couldn't watch it. So my understanding of what's scary, Amityville Horror, gotta be pretty scary to me. Belinda, Lady Jerry, and I both bailed on American Horror Story on the first episode of the first season, but I went in and watched the whole rest of the season, and that was pretty scary. The first few episodes of that first season, until you find out what's going on, very scary. But okay, where are we at here? I'm going up. The Thing. I did love the movie The Thing. Cape Fear. I liked Cape Fear. I didn't find it as scary, although Robert De Niro does a thing in that movie that is pretty horrible. Scariest, worst movie ever is The Serbian. Do not see this movie. I read an article about it. I found online, not scary so much as just revolting. Yes, well, I haven't seen a Serbian film, that movie, but I have seen The Human Centipede. And don't. I'm not kidding. Don't. Let's get the red. Do not watch The Human Centipede. It's horrible. So Mr. Predicto where is Mr. Predicto? He's right here. AHS Roanoke was so scary and great. I might write that one down, Jen, because my daughter's looking for scary movies right now, and maybe I'll try it. Scott's saying my mom stood up in the theater and yelled when the critter came out of the chest in Alien. Spoiler alert. Yeah, Joan, Amityville Horror does have a lot of sequels. Don't watch The Human Centipede ever, Jen is saying, concurring. Yes, it's terrible, although she has a Human Centipede Christmas ornament. Please, could you put a photo of that in the chat, Jen? Please. I'd say the most fun scary movie was Jaws. I have to say, after I saw the Jaws the first time, I could barely go swimming in a pool or a lake. Forget it. I was scared. Jaws. Halloween. The first Halloween scared the living crap out of me. What was that? 1978, 9. And I was so freaked out. I kept thinking that guy was in the back of the car or in the house. It was just like he could be anywhere. It's just, there's something about that first Halloween just scared the daylights out of me. So that's it. Mary's saying new horror movies are kind of trashy, not that great in my opinion. Yeah, I feel like the torture-y aspect of it, I'm not so keen on the torture-y. Get Out was great, yes. Wow, Brad, you this is right up your alley, isn't it? Scary movies, Tarantula, Mantis, Them, Gameron. So you like kind of monstery ones. That's good. I worked in a hipster office for a bit, Dave says, where every surface was whiteboard. Every surface eventually had a human centipede drawn on, even the windows. Yeah, well, that sounds like an HR problem that you're describing there, Dave. Somebody's going to get fired if that crap keeps up. Rich DeChooch, my favorite is Nosferatu. Yeah, the vampire movies are scary. I mean, that book, Bram Stoker's book, Dracula, was great. We just watched the movie with Gary Oldman, Coppola's movie, and really enjoyed that the other night. So let's ask Mr. Predicto, will Lady Jerry be here for Tuesday's show? It is the Bible story and letter from Grandma, so sometimes she doesn't make it to that. Mr. Predicto, will Lady Jerry be here tomorrow?
I am confident it is no.
He's confident it's no. Mr. Predicto may, in fact, be on a tear right now because I like the odds of Lady Jerry not showing up for the Bible story and letter from Grandma tomorrow. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Ed's saying, in his younger days, the Flying Monkeys and the Wizard of Oz were enough for me. Yeah, concur, Ed. Well, that was back, too, when the Wizard of Oz was on every Halloween. And, yeah, scary. Wizard of Oz was Halloween, and It's a Wonderful Life was Christmas. Now, I guess those are on all the time. Made both your kids watch Alien under 3 gen? Oh my God, that is intense. That is intense. So let's take a look at what tomorrow's Bible story will be. I'm going to put these gifts from Rachel away till Christmas. I've also got, what else do I have going on? I've been watching the videotapes that I've got, getting ready to post some of those online. I just looked at my tape from the Bob Newhart Kennedy Center Mark Twain Prize set that I did, and they edited it down quite a bit. So I thought, I wish that the whole thing had been on there, but they chopped it down quite a bit. But I did watch that, and I'm watching the whole show now. So we watched last week. We had the sacrifice of Isaac. Next week, or this week, we've got Isaac and Rebecca. And then, yeah, oh boy, we got. This is a lot of. There's couples. It's couples weeks in the Bible right now. We got Isaac and Rebecca. Next week we got Esau and Jacob, and the week after. Then we got Jacob's ladder. Man, there's a lot of stuff going on this week. Isaac and Rebecca coming up tomorrow in the children's Bible. Hooray for the Bible. Do I like watching myself perform? Rachel, no, I don't, except I will say that some of these tapes that I've got are from the 80s and the early 90s, and it's been so long that when I'm watching the tape, it seems like I'm watching a different person. And I have seen some sets where, of course, I can remember the material, not exactly because it's been so long since I've done it, but I remember it, you know, and but I don't remember exactly how it goes. So watching myself do the material, there's some sets that are quite old, but I watch and I feel like, oh, those are some good ideas. I like what I said. I'm a fan of my younger self, which is, oh my God, if you can say that about yourself, you're pretty happy, and I do know that. I feel to either that or I'm a deluded egomaniac. Either way, that's a win for me. All right. Am I friends with Bob Newhart? Bob is asking. If I ran into him at a restaurant, which I have once, and I ran into him, he was doing a book signing at a place, and I did go and say hello. So I'm that kind of friends, but I'm not friends to like call up and say how you doing. But if he called me and asked how I was doing, or would I like to meet him for a sandwich or a coffee, or come over for a glass of holiday nog, even though it's pandemic right now, if Bob Newhart called me and asked me over for holiday nog, I would effing be there. You bet your boots. I'd wait in the car, I'd wear a mask, I'd get in a plastic bubble, whatever you want. But let's just suffice it to say, I think Bob's busy. But I'm not friend. So to answer your question, I'm acquaintances with Bob Newhart. He has been a supporter of mine since very early in my career. He said nice things about me and Ellen DeGeneres and Jerry Seinfeld before any of us had our own TV shows. And I mean, we all know how those three careers have panned out. And he's been a fan of mine since then. And then this Kennedy Center honor was not that, maybe whatever it was, 10 years ago now. But so he's been a supporter of mine for a long time. Betsy Pick, you're saying when you heard the theme from Outer Limits come on TV, your brothers and I would run screaming from the room. Yeah, I used to like Outer Limits. We just watched Bob. I remember your story about Milton Berle. You're saying you had a close and personal with Newhart too. We just watched last night. Speaking of Milton Berle, we watched Broadway Danny Rose. Lady Jerry and I and Grace, Fanilla's godmother, and really enjoyed it. It still holds up. I would have to say I enjoyed Broadway Danny Rose because it's about comedians and nightclub acts and sort of less than maximally successful entertainers. I enjoyed it when it came out in 1984, but I have to say, watching it again last night in 2020, I really enjoyed Broadway Danny Rose. So there's your movie recommendation for tonight. Yeah, Mary, my cute curl hair on Letterman. Yeah, thank you, Mary. That's very nice of you. You think Newhart did the fundraising table read for Elf? Oh, I bet he did. God, Elf, that's a great holiday movie. I think we mentioned that the other day. And his great deadpan delivery. Oh, on a side note, if you have, is it Hulu? I think it's Hulu. If you have Hulu, you can watch those old Bob Newhart shows. The original with Emily Suzanne Plachette. I watched one of those the other night, 2 days ago. And that's also a recommend for this. That kind of stands up. Oh, Jen, you're saying this will take about an hour is one of your favorites that you've ever seen. That's so nice. Thank you. Can Tomorrow be Decemberific 15? Yes, Dave, it can. And it will, if I remember. Decemberific 15. I will see you all tomorrow for Decemberific 15. And I'm going to now get into the... I'm going to get into the Seize the Day, and today's Seize the Day. It's open to this page. I kind of can't believe it, and I didn't realize this until now, and you're probably not going to believe that. But today's Seize the Day is from H. Jackson Brown Jr., and I don't think this is the Jackson Brown running on empty. H. Jackson Brown Jr., the best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. So I hope we're all doing our best, and even if we're not, let's call it our best, and let's try it again tomorrow. Do your best, forget the rest, and you can't control the outcome. All you can do is control your effort. Darren, you're saying you've had some down days too. You want to thank me and Belinda. Thank you very much, everyone, for so much needed laughs and distraction. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you all for this time that we've spent together. It's been great. We've still got many days yet to come in our struggle. Hope you get a vaccine sooner rather than later. But either way, we'll be here for each other.